This is the Itel P40. Last year, Itel launched the P38, and this year I was expecting to see the P39, but they decided to jump one step ahead. The P40 has so many similarities as the P38 Pro. It runs on a 6000 mAh battery, powered by an octa-core processor, supports a 13 megapixel primary camera sensor, and designed with an immersive 6.6 inches HD Plus water drop display. Let me assume that Itel will soon launch the P40 Pro. It should come with better specs, right? Maybe in-display fingerprint scanner, 50 megapixel camera, 256 gig of internal storage, and 5G internet network. You are still listening to me. Well done. Oh. Wake up from your dream, my friend. Itel and 5G internet network, that will be in like 20 years time. Design-wise, 64,000 naira is not a bad deal for the P40. Of all the Itel phones I know of, including the popular Itel S18 and S18 Pro, this is the most inventive of them all. There are two cameras at the back, and the primary camera is a 13 megapixel sensor. There's a little thing here that looks like a third camera, but it's not. It actually adds a bit of style to the camera module. Then it comes with a dual flashlight and a fingerprint scanner. Adding to the beauty is this 6000 mAh mega power designed as LED light. Maybe if I plug a charger in, it will light up. Oh no, it doesn't light up, as pretty as my toilet. The body and frame are made out of plastic materials, but it makes sense. The size of the P40 reminds me of some of Samsung's devices. Itel is really making some minor improvements in the right direction here, perhaps by copying from others. If I don't really make sense to you, maybe this should. This is the Infinix Note 12 VIP, and this is the Itel P40. What do you think? Design coincidence? I will let you worry about that. It has the SIM house to the left. As expected, this is the usual tray that comes with most Itel phones. Then it has an audio jack, a microphone, a USB 2.0 port, and a speaker at the bottom. In the box, which is quite similar to not just Itel phones but every other regular budget phones, you will find the phone, a semi-transparent protective case, a SIM eject pin, an 18-watt fast charger, a USB 2.0 cable, and another made-in-Aba earpiece. Just so you know, it does support OTG, 4G internet, and 64 gig of internal storage. It is built on Android 12, but no support for Type-C charging port. You know, it's not an easy task to make a video like this, providing you with detailed reviews to help you make better decisions when you want to buy a phone. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you've not already done so. There are a few things I don't like about the Itel P40. The camera is one of them. It has a 13 megapixel back camera and a 5 megapixel selfie camera. Starting with the 5 megapixel front camera, normally I should have concerns with it. I am never a fan of 5 megapixel sensors, but if you remember the Redmi 12C I reviewed a few days ago, it has the same selfie sensor and the quality is almost perfect. That was when I thought that the selfie camera of the Itel P40 would produce similar images. Quite contrary to what I thought, Redmi 12C has more details, a natural feel, and accurate colors. This does not mean that the selfie camera of the Itel P40 underperforms. In making a decision whether to buy this device or not, this video taken with the selfie camera might be of help. The selfie camera comes with the video mode, photo mode, portrait mode, low light mode, HDRO mode, and wide selfie mode. Then it also comes with a 13 megapixel rear camera, which also supports low light mode. Unfortunately, this low light mode does not work as intended. There is no difference between pictures taken with the low light mode and photo mode in the dark. What does make sense in this camera is taking pictures. It has a 4x zoom and managed to retain much detail when you zoom. Depending on your scene and lighting, the quality of the pictures you get will vary, from dark to bright and from clear to focused images. This is how focused images look on this camera. With this camera, you can record a 1080p video at 30 frames per second. You also have the option to record in 720p. But just like every other 13 megapixel sensor, the quality of the video is so limited. The biggest problem you will have is the inability of this camera to quickly adjust to light. Some parts of the videos might be dark, while other parts might be too bright. This is all about the camera since it doesn't support any special camera feature. Itel P40 has a 6.6 inches HD Plus display with a resolution of 720 by 1612 pixels. This is the normal display you get for devices within this price range. But some manufacturers can make the display better and clearer with better graphics than this one, even with the same resolution, making such displays above average for 720 pixel screens. The Redmi 12C is an example, but when it comes to Tecno, Infinix and Itel, the display is always the same average quality with no extra improvement. Opening apps are fast and screen transitions are also fast, but not that fluid. This is a new phone with few games, no apps, but few pictures that I took in order to test the quality of the camera. By the time more games and apps are installed in this phone, including media files, this phone will certainly lag. What it means is that this phone will certainly run slow. The reason is because of the CPU. This phone is built on a Unisoc processor, Unisoc SC9863A CPU. When I did the review of the Infinix Smart 7 Plus, link in the description, I mentioned that it is powered by a Unisoc T606 CPU. I would later find out that the Smart 7 Plus is very slow, although initially when I reviewed it, it was fast. Later on, to open a light application like WhatsApp became a big problem. The Smart 7 Plus T606 processor is better than a SC9863A processor used in the Itel P40. In every single performance test area, the T606 processor is better. It renders game graphics faster, allows better camera quality, and drains less battery. If the Smart 7 Plus with a better processor can lag, then users of the Itel P40 are in trouble. This also means that playing games on this device will not be as compelling as the 6000 mAh battery. It has a big battery and up to 7 GB of RAM through RAM expansion. Yet, playing games such as EPES Football and Call of Duty is almost forbidden. What even annoys me the most is that phones that have stronger processors for gaming end up with just 5000 mAh battery. This life is not just fair. It comes with an 18-watt charging brick, but from the look of the adapter, what is left is the wattage. The 18 is nowhere to be found. I started charging from 77% and the phone's safe charging system indicated 3 hours to full charge. I felt like fainting, but after 50 minutes, the battery was fully charged. So the last 23% was completed in 50 minutes. From 99% to 100% alone took about 5 whole minutes. Every reasonable person will conclude that this is slow for an 18-watt charger, but also consider that the battery capacity is 6000 mAh and not 5000 mAh. Tell me what you think about the Itel P40 in the comments section below. This is the Infinix Smart 7 Plus review video and this is the Redmi 12C review video. Check them out and I will meet you there.